Now, when it comes to legacy challenges, I've shared a lot of other people's creations. In fact, I'll probably have a playlist of all my gameplay ideas by this point with how many videos I've made, so that might be linked down in the comments if I have one of those or not by now. I'll check. But given I've shared so many other people's creations, I think it's only fair that I give back, and I share something I've kind of been working on a little bit here and there. My free time is already taken up a lot by all of my other hobbies and all the other stuff I have to do on top of school. It's been a lot, but here I'm going to give you the All the Drama Sims 4 Legacy Challenge because I love drama. And this Legacy Challenge is somewhat based off of like a family I played out in The Sims a while back. So now you get to see how I play my game in my personal time. Oops, I'm a little bit self-reporting here also. I don't really care how you play this Legacy Challenge. You want to move lots every gen? Go for it. You want to stick on one lot? There's a way to make it happen, I bet. Go for it. Really, just have fun with it. Also, if you want to use spicy mods, this Legacy Challenge is very spicy mod compatible, I will say. So for Gen 1, we have the overlooked middle child. You were always the overlooked child in your family. Your older brother was sporty and mature, and your younger sister was smart and creative. Then there was you, the middle child, overlooked and no special talent to stand out. In high school, you began to rebel and act out for attention. You experimented with fun hair colors and got in with the wrong crowd. You got pregnant as a teenager, and your parents kicked you out. So the traits for this generation are going to be childish, romantic, hot-headed. The goals are get pregnant as a teenager. MC Command Center is pretty much required to make this happen. It's not doable in base game. Make money through asking for loans. Never have a real career. Lady of the Night vibes, maybe. Yeah, that's how I played it. A little bit of fun there, a little bit spicy, a little bit saucy, but you could just be a freeloader. You don't have to do the spicy route. You could just be a freeloader. Have 5 children by the time you finish young adulthood, all with different fathers, and 2 of the 5 children be twins. You can use MC Command Center to cheat the twins. For my gameplay, it happened naturally. I had a girl and a boy, and it was great. Well, it wasn't great. It was stressful on top of all the other children my sim was having because Lady of the Night vibes and she wasn't too careful. But you could just be a freeloader that hops from like partner to partner's couch and is constantly having children. Play it how you wish. But the option is there. And then as an adult, marry a high school fling. This is not the one that got you pregnant as a teenager, but maybe you had a different fling with them in young adulthood and had a child with them. I don't really care. But this was just somebody who has been a fling throughout your whole life, and you finally settled down with each other. You know, you were always too young and immature to make it happen, but now, as adults, it's finally happening, you know? That's the vibes I get, at least. Complete the serial romantic aspiration and switch to the soulmate aspiration when you marry. Again, and then for a bonus challenge, you can also complete the soulmate aspiration. Not required, but fun extra challenge for you. And then have a final child as an adult with the partner you married. Because why not? You already have so many, might as well just tie it off with a 6th child. 6th? I'm sorry, it's really cold where I'm at. It's like 35 degrees. So forgive me if I'm a little bit shivery and chattery. My room is the worst insulated in the house, and I am currently buried under like 3 blankets as I record this. So gameplay is going to be a little bit difficult for me because I also have Reinhardt's, so my fingers are just freezing constantly. Maybe I'm going to switch out of the Sims content because honestly, I never intended for that to be my main channel thing, but with how YouTube does their algorithm, you kind of have to dig into a niche. But I really do want to broaden my horizons and do other types of content because The Sims realistically takes up a very small portion of all the things I enjoy doing. Okay, and then get level 10 in Charisma because, well, if you're going to be asking for loans, you need to get to level 10 in Charisma to get that good money. And then don't get past level 2 in the cooking skill. Only quick meals and ordering out for you. Yeah, you really are not prepared for parenthood. You just wanted to have fun and live your life and got sidetracked along the way. And then get to level 10 in mixology. You have a bit of a drinking problem. Again, you can bring in some spicy, saucy mods and have more fun with this. And then for Gen 2, twin torture. So I decided in that one family I played with that I wanted to focus on the twins from all the other children that my sim had because I thought that would be fun. So now you get a gen where you carry on as the twins, and they have an interesting story. Twin torture. You grew up with barely anything. The only thing you had in abundance was siblings. In the chaos, you and your twin clung to each other for any semblance of stability. Unhealthily codependent? Maybe, but it's how you survived. You were always the stronger twin. Your sibling took the lack of attention as a child, and the revolving door of men your parent brought home much harder. Let me fix that typo right there, right now. There we go. Your traits are self-assured, self-absorbed, and romantic. Yeah, you were a little bit affected too, a little bit of attention whore. Let's call it how it is. And then your twins' traits are childish, erratic, and creative. Yeah, they're a little... In real life, they're probably on the spectrum, let's be real. And then the goals. Live with your twin your whole life. Yeah, unhealthily codependent. Get a part-time job in high school. Barely past school, you're busy with work and your siblings. Keep the part-time job your whole life. You're still looking after your twin and your own family now. No time for a full-time job in this household. Your twin does freelance art, but never enough to bring in large sums of money. Yeah, they kind of just grift on your couch. The main breadwinner in the household is going to be your partner. You have an on and off relationship with a sim that is a writer. Oh, and there's a little bit of a typo there for me too to fix. You can make them a writer after they move in with you. Your partner is thrown off by your codependent relationship with your twin, so they don't move in with you until you have an unexpected pregnancy. What a coincidence! You have a set of twins yourself. And then you can cheat the twins with MC Command Center. In my own personal gameplay when I was playing out with this family, I had a third child after that, but up to you. I set no max limits on children on this one. You can just do whatever. Maybe you just have the twins. You're already struggling enough. Complete the party animal aspiration. You love people and being the center of attention from not receiving enough as a child. Again, a little bit of attention whore. And then as a bonus challenge, don't max any skill. You've been pulled in too many directions your whole life. I just thought this was really fun because usually in legacy challenges, you're trying to max something, get to the top of something. And then with this one, you're just kind of stuck in this place and don't max anything. I think it's a lot more fun to try to not max anything because if you just casually cook meals throughout all of your Sims life, you're gonna max the cooking skill. So to not max something, you actively have to try. It's easy to unintentionally max a skill, but it's hard to not max a skill when you have to use it like every day in your Sim's life. So I thought that would be like a fun little bonus challenge. Again, if you don't want to do it that way, you don't have to, but I think it also really fits with the whole personality of this Sim. You know, they have their own little trauma from how they grew up, and they've just, yeah. I'm not making a whole lot of sense. I'm sorry, it's really cold. It's really cold. But pretty much in these first 2 generations, you're not making a lot of money. And I thought that was even more fun because if you make a lot of money right off the bat, the legacy challenge immediately gets boring because what's left for there to do? You already have all the money in the world. You can do anything. So by keeping my generations in a way that you don't make a whole ton of money right off the bat, I think that keeps you engaged and having fun longer. And also, I'm implementing a lot of drama here. A lot of weird family dynamics, and I think that's even more fun. Now, I only have the 2 generations done so far. I have a little bit of idea for Gen 3, but if you want to drop ideas down in the comments, I am so open. Like, put in your weirdest, most radical, most drama-filled Sims idea that would normally be shunned and looked down upon because I want it. I'm into that crap. I think it would be perfect for this legacy challenge that I've got going so far, and it could be like a fun little like community made legacy challenge. It could be really fun, at least in my opinion. I think it would be fun. So please let me know your ideas for future gens in the comments. I think it'd be very fun to see what your drama-filled Sims gameplay looks like. I really hope I'm not the only one that likes doing this, or else I am a weirdo. Like, I know I'm a weirdo, but It's another thing to have it confirmed. Thank you so much for listening to this little legacy challenge I have rolling around in my mind. Hopefully I finish this, unlike a lot of my other projects that we don't talk about those because they never get finished. Oops, my bad. But I do want to finish this because legacy challenges are fun, and also I don't have to do 10 gens for this. I could stop it at 5, I could stop it at 6, I could do however many generations I want and I feel comfortable with, so that I don't have to like keep pushing myself for more and more and more. That's why I think this is actually a project I could finish because there's really no set limit. Yeah, most of them are 10, but I could do whatever I want. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope you like this little idea I have, and leave a like, leave a comment. It absolutely makes my day. Let me know what temperature it is where you're at, because it's so cold here. It's so cold. And I'm very curious, like, is it getting cold this fast for you too, or is it just a my place thing? Like Michigan's weird, so it could just be a Michigan thing. Also, don't forget to subscribe so that I can prove to my mother that I have friends. I was a very lonely child, very lonely, and I still kind of am. Maybe that's why I make these weird, weird family dynamics in my Sims game. Maybe that's why I like the drama. Keeps me entertained. Anyway, I'll catch you next time with whatever I feel like doing next.